Welcome into the stream, guys. Hey, everyone in the chat and Nintendo, we need to have a conversation about Palworld. Let me.
You need to have a conversation.
Let me tell you something. We're gonna be talking about that tonight. We made a post last week. Or actually, it was earlier this week. Whatever. What week is it? I don't know. We posted on Instagram Reels, TikTok, YouTube Shorts this clip that we had from last week's episode, and it kind of blew up about Palworld, and it was not very positive stuff, mostly aimed at moi. So we're gonna
fuck all of you, every one of you that commented a bunch of shit. Fuck all of you.
Drip and I have a ton to say about that. We'll get to it later on when we actually start the recording of this episode. We're also gonna get to the GameCube thing. If you guys didn't see the well, it wasn't a leak, right, Drip? It was the thing. It's a real patent or a real renewal patent.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it was a patent that was found, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah,
somebody found a GameCube patent.
Technically not like a leak, but I mean, kind of like a leak.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So we'll talk about that in a bit here. So, of course, if you want to check that out, I believe I have now the chapters on YouTube that you can go ahead and skip the chapter right to the beginning of the episode if you're watching this while after the recording or after the live stream. For those of you who are live with us, welcome. This is the pre-show. This is where we talk about random bullshit, like whatever Drip is talking about here.
What happened to YouTube?
What do you mean?
I don't know how to do anything. There it is, YouTube Studio. Good God. I'm just trying to get the live chat up.
You have
I'm
the live.
trouble, man.
Dude, go to Discord.
I got it.
Click that link so you can highlight stuff.
No, I'm going to the control room. I want to be in the live control room.
Yeah, but also,
Yo, Fappy, what is up?
Don't you want to put things on
Power
screen
Bag,
like
what is
that?
up?
See, I just put something on screen. Don't you want to put their comments on screen like I just did? What's up, Fappy?
Yeah, sure, I can grab that too. Where'd you put that at?
I do it for you every single week. If you don't want me to do it for you,
I haven't been using it for a while. Which one is it? Up. You know what? I'm not going to do it this week. Next week, I'll start back doing it again.
Okay, I believe you. Totally believe you.
You should, because it's going to happen. It's going to be great. What are you doing, boys? Fabi, I want to know what your opinion is on the old Palworld.
Yeah, Fabi, I know you talked a little bit about it during my stream when I was doing some Palworld, but let us know. I want you to type in the chat exactly how you feel about it right now, because my opinions have not changed whatsoever from the stream. They haven't changed from when I made that original YouTube short. It's more of just expanded upon. Yeah, I mean, and I'll say what I have to say later on. But I'm gonna hear what you guys have to say. Anybody in the chat right now, you playing Palworld? I know you're not playing it on a Nintendo console because it's not out on a Nintendo console. But if you're playing it over here on a beefy PC or a Steam Deck or a Xbox or PlayStation, is it on PlayStation?
I don't think so. I think it's only on Xbox.
It's just on Xbox. Okay, or if you're playing Xbox or PC, I guess the only two places you can play right now. That's actually crazy, dude. It's just Xbox and PC, and it sold that many copies. What's it at right now? Sales. Let's see.
A lot. That's a good thing for us to
19 million
too.
Oh, 19 million players across Steam and Xbox. That's not so. They've sold 12 million copies.
That's still a lot.
That's stupid. That's Tears of the Kingdom numbers.
I was gonna say, yeah, that actually. Well, I mean, what's that in the first week though? Tears of the Kingdom in 10.
The same. It's like basically the same time. You can.
They did what, 10 million in 3 days?
Right, but then like if they give, and what was it 3 weeks later they updated it was like 13 million. So like,
yeah,
I mean it's doing better. It's on pace to beat Tears of the Kingdom in sales.
I gotta adjust some camera shit. I'm kind of not feeling the oh, there we go.
Ooh, what'd you do?
Just need to turn it down.
That was
it's
nice.
just a little bright. I got the light all the way down. I'm still just getting just a little bit of white out there that I don't want. A little bit of blowout. It's just driving me crazy. As you can see,
yeah.
Before the show started, I started adjusting lights and changing stupid shit that I shouldn't be messing with right now. Yeah. It's fine. It's totally fine.
Hey guys, if you don't mind liking this stream, we got 6 of you hanging out with us. We appreciate you. If you wouldn't mind, press that little like button. It lets us know that you care. Deeply.
It does.
Deeply.
And I mean, you do care about us, right? You do care, right?
And, don't forget, we do post this podcast to audio platforms, including YouTube is now officially an audio platform, which is kind of crazy. You can actually listen to the podcast on YouTube, and I'm not talking about a video with the no audio. I'm talking about the RSS feed.
Yeah,
It's
that's
right
pretty
to
cool. I still
YouTube.
don't understand exactly how that works. Did you have to put our
RSS feed? Yeah, I had to put it in.
You had to put it in there.
If you have any questions during the episode, you can leave us a super chat, and we'll read it, and it gives us a couple dollars. So whatever you decide to give us, which would do a little favor to us, we'd appreciate that. A little tip of the cap, and then you put a quarter in there. We'd appreciate that.
Yeah, for sure.
And of course, while you're here, enjoy the show. Appreciate you guys.
Oh, I need to get all my shit back together here too. I streamed all by myself, G.
You did.
I streamed all by myself.
Do it. So proud of you. I was there. It was a good time. I missed it.
Man. That game's badass. I'm gonna stream again tomorrow.
Fix your audio stuff. Don't forget. Don't stream tomorrow without fixing that audio stuff. Make sure it works.
Oh yeah. I wonder what was. I don't even know how to fix it. How do I fix it?
I mean, I guess I can help you.
Wrong.
I'm gonna start charging you like per hour, per minute. I'm gonna charge you per minute. I just
don't know what's wrong.
17 drip dollar dues every minute. What's wrong is that it's not your fault. It's the stupid what's it called? What's that service called? It breaks after a certain amount of time.
Stream Elements.
Yeah.
Is that what I used?
No.
Or is it the one that's from?
It starts with an A. It's audio related. That one. I don't know. That service, it breaks all the time.
I don't know. I have some shit set up through Streamlabs and then some shit set up through oh no, that's the one that I have to go in. I know how to get there. I know where it's at. No help necessary, Jeep. Don't you worry about it.
Okay. Fappy has responded, so we're gonna put it up on the screen and read it.
Okay.
If Nintendo and Fortnite and a bunch of other companies haven't taken action yet, then they aren't gonna. People need to chill out and enjoy things, or don't play them. Everyone needs an opinion. Not everyone needs an opinion. Well, Fabi, everyone has an opinion. Not everyone needs to make. I guess that's kind of what you're getting for there. Is not everyone needs to make their opinion. I feel like you're attacking me. but yeah, I got a podcast.
Listen, watch out. Opinions. Don't be attacking G.
Don't be attacking me, Fabi.
He's been attacked too much. He's quite sensitive at this point. There's too many attacks.
I'm not sensitive. I mean, I'm a little sensitive.
I'm just saying, you're sensitive to people. You don't know if people are attacking you or not. You don't know what they're saying. Anything can be taken as an attack at this point. He is on the defense.
I'm on
the
defense. I'll defend myself to the end of the time.
It's less Fortnite and more Ark survival. Yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure.
From what I saw, it does look like
Steven.
a lot like Ark. It looks a lot like Ark. And my boy Matt Moran, if you know anything about Matt Moran, you know he fucking loves Ark. So I've seen a good bit of the gameplay. It does look a lot like that.
Yeah. I think we'll get to it later on, of course, Steven, but
yeah.
The where I see Fortnite the most is in the character model of your player. It's very Fortnite-ish. It's not copy-paste. I'm not accusing you of that. Definitely looks like Fortnite, though.
Yeah, the art style's similar.
Especially when you compare it to the world design. The world design's very realistic, but then you're getting this cartoony Fortnite-ish design. It's kind of like they thought... the character model does not match the world design, which is what I mean. So I think they just kind of took heavy inspiration. But the main thing about Fortnite is the swing, and I'll get to it tonight, the swinging animation of when you're swinging your pickaxe or whatever you have. I mean, it's literally a copy paste into the copy Fortnite.
Is it really?
Paste into Palworld. Now I'm sure other people say no. Listen, from my eyes, I played Fortnite. I played that game. From my eyes, it looks like a copy paste. It's just like swing, 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 swing. The pacing is exactly the same.
If only we start running around as bananas in an update. Yes.
Well, you can, Steven, you can get the
I'll tell you what,
modifications.
If they put Peely in the game, I'm in. I'm fucking in. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hang on, I'm gonna put my hat
Attack
back
Jeep,
on.
it's trending. Yeah, it was trending a few days ago, dude. For sure. Peter Griffin and Palworld. We getting the beanie back on? I thought you.
Yeah, I'm gonna put it back on.
I like the beanie, dude. Looking good.
Thanks. I found it in the closet. I was like, I haven't worn this in a while. And my hair was all wet. I didn't want it to. My kid, I'm telling you, she just loses things. It's crazy. Like, she's got ADHD like I do. So it's like the two of us in the same place. It's complete chaos all the time. There were 3 hairbrushes up there. There were 3. Somehow now there are 0. I don't know what's going on with that, but
in her sleep she's eating them slowly.
I'm like, dude, I said, hey, where is the hairbrush? She said, it's in my bathroom on the shelf, Dad.
Dad.
I'm like, dude, I'm standing in your bathroom looking at your shelf. There's no fucking hairbrush in here. She's like, it's right there. And then I was like, come up and show me. And then she came up to show me. And I think we got sidetracked and stopped looking for it. And she didn't even make it to the bathroom and to show me where she thought it was. So, you know, ADHD. It's amazing. Two people at once. It's wonderful.
Yeah. I know tonight, Drip and I both, especially me, are going to be making lots of comparisons from this game to other games. And I think what people are missing a lot when we do that, because I've been doing it on the internet the past few days, people are missing that I'm not saying when I make a comparison, I'm not saying it's just like that game in every way. Then your comment is, no, it's not just like that. What I mean is like they're taking, even if it's little, like for Fortnite, I think it's a pretty little. They took a little bit from it. They didn't take a lot from Fortnite. They took a little bit from Fortnite. They took a lot from Ark. They took a lot from Pokemon. Took a little bit from Fortnite. They took a little bit from Minecraft. They took a little bit from Dragon Quest. They took a little bit from here, there, the other, and they took a lot from some. But that all kind of leads to my point of its unoriginality. At some point, you take so many little things or big things from other games, and you compile them all into one thing, and you're left with what is Palworld. And then you have to ask your question, what even is Palworld? Is it its own game?
What is life, Jeep?
What is Palworld? If it's not just every other game mixed into one, then everyone's argument, I've been through this, don't worry. Don't bother typing in the chat, guys. I got you. And then everyone says, well, Jeep, it's, you know, every game takes from every other game. You can't say Palworld's doing any different. Yes and no. No. It's not that different because yes, other games do take from other games. But yes, it is different because there is nothing Palworld started with of their own. Like, I feel like the first thing they started with was, all right, Pokemon with guns. And even that is not their own idea. They just took Pokemon and said, we're going to put guns in it. It's just unoriginal.
Yeah, I mean,
unoriginal.
Well,
there's nothing, there's very few, if not nothing, that this game has on its own. If you remove the things they took from other games.
We'll talk about this in a little bit. You're getting deep in the weeds on we haven't even started the episode yet.
I know.
Haven't even started the damn show.
I'm sorry. Well, I mean, the good thing is that our AI generator, clip generator, will just take this and it won't even matter.
Oh, yeah. So then we'll get another 1 million views on it. People just talking shit. Fuck every one of you. If any of you assholes that left those comments are in the chat right now, you can kiss my ass and Jeeves.
You can kiss more than my ass, let me tell you. I need a cleaning.
Let Discord know.
Oh, thank you, Mega Boy. I forgot.
Thank you, Mega. I saw your other one too. Reminder text coming tomorrow. Yeah, remind me again tomorrow.
Mega's like our mom. Thank you, Mega. Mega Mom.
Well, I'm supposed to be editing some pictures for him, and I'm like, dude, you have to stay on me. ADHD. You got to. You got to stay on me.
Yeah.
You have to stay on me. I will do them. I want to do them. We gotta keep it. Keep it going. I don't know. Maybe tonight after this, I will grab the iPad and I can open them up on the iPad in Lightroom and do them there while I'm sitting on the couch. Oh, because you know what I want to watch again? I'm probably not going to watch it all, and I actually may find something different tonight. May go back to The Office. But the Netflix NASCAR documentary dropped yesterday. 5 episodes. Man, even if you're not a fan of NASCAR, if you like documentaries, anybody out there, you should watch it. It was done really, really, really well.
Yeah.
All about the playoffs from last year. It was like, oh man, it was so good. I mean, you know, I cry at everything, but I did tear up like 3 times.
Steven, you and I are going to get along just fine because I feel the exact same way you feel right there. That's a good little sum of a comment that I'm going to say later on in the episode for sure. Like, a lot of comparisons, all the negative comments that I got, a lot of them were to like Scarlet and Violet. And I'm like, all you guys are missing the point here. It's not even Scarlet and Violet. It's Arceus. It's very much Arceus.
Yeah. This game, from what I saw, it's just and there's no, we're not doing this now. Stop.
We're not.
Wait till the episode starts.
We'll get to it.
All right, what are the first thing we're talking about though? We're talking about the GameCube controller thing.
Fabi, appreciate you, my man. Have a good time at work. I forgot to say that earlier to you. Have a good time at work. Thanks for hanging. Thanks for giving your opinion. Wall ball, Monster Hunter. Yeah, that's a decent comparison. It's a decent comparison, but I don't think it's a lot like Monster Hunter, honestly. Mainly because like the gameplay style of Monster Hunter it's like Souls-like, kind of, sort of.
Kind of. I mean, not really, sorta. But yeah.
You know, it's closer to Souls-like than it is.
It's more difficult. It's not that difficult, but it's more like you got to learn the moves and know when to dodge and know what to do.
That's what I mean when I say that.
It's more like technical.
More technical. It's more technical. Whereas this game's not really technical at all. It's just like, you know, you do dodges, but it's more like, it's kind of like Arceus. You're fighting in Arceus.
What other links did you send me? Do I need anything else?
I don't know. What do you need?
I'm asking you. Oh, right here. Yeah, this.
Tears Kingdom took literally every aspect of Breath of the Wild that never ended in a lawsuit, but it should have. You're right, Fabby. You're totally right about that. I mean, they stole the game. God, I need a back scratcher like right now. Oh my god. Pen to the rescue. Ugh. Actual episode coming soon, guys. Thank you guys for 10 likes already. You guys are awesome.
Oh, awesome.
Thank you guys. Drip, did you share this to YouTube?
To YouTube?
Your YouTube audience. Did you share this to your Instagram like you have been? I feel like you should do that again.
I did. Yeah, I did it earlier. Okay. You liked it.
You're right. Well, you usually do it. You do it with us sitting here, you know?
I did it early because I saw it. I saw that you posted it, and I was like, okay. It just gives it more time. I think it's better to do it earlier over there, honestly.
Yeah, whatever works.
Yeah, I just did YouTube. Everything else should be good. We should be done with all that.
That one girl, yo. Hey, Nuge, by the way, I didn't mean to. Hopefully, it didn't come across as like argumentative in the Discord today. I was in Nuge's Discord talking to him and his buddy in there, and we were talking about Palworld and stuff. And I hope I didn't come across argumentative. I know I have a tendency to do that. It wasn't argumentative. That was more of just defending myself because I feel like I have to. Because everybody and their mother's telling me because
Jeeve has been attacked. Everybody's been attacked.
I mean, it's fair to say that it's harsh criticism for me. That's fair.
What's the matter?
It's fair. I don't think it's harsh, but if you think it's harsh, that's fair to think that it's harsh. I'm not going to say you're wrong. I've been told I'm harsh before.
Yeah.
But you know, but you can't say I'm wrong.
I don't. Yeah, I will agree with you there. I don't think you're wrong. Harsh, yes. Wrong, no.
I give you the harsh truth. That's what I do. It's something I have to work on in my relationship because I've learned that I can't do that. Because you know, if you want to keep a relationship with somebody,
you just have to sit down. And hold hands. And just gently have a very
and just listen.
Delicate conversation.
Sometimes you just gotta listen. You know.
Yeah. I'm learning. Sometimes you gotta listen. That's true.
I've been triggered heavy, Wobble. That's for sure. That's for damn sure.
Yeah.
Triggered.
Oh yeah.
There's nothing more I hate in life is somebody else putting words in my mouth. Like there's very few things that get more on my nerves than when people put words in my mouth. Not that was happening in your Discord. I'm just going back to the overall things that's been happening the last few days. Like people
the comment section of every single one of the posts of that video.
It's like, and then one person was like, well, I said in response, I responded to very few of them, mainly because there's a lot of comments. But I tried to respond to the ones that were the least, not negative, the least rude. And the one I commented on, I was just like, what did I say? I can't even remember what I was going to say.
You said, hey, buddy, fuck you.
No.
And the horse you rode in on. Kiss my ass. Eat shit. Wreck your car.
I was basically saying I was basically saying, in short, it's a clip, and it's a short clip of a long live stream. It's not the full context. People don't realize that. And someone responded. Somebody responded to that and said, "Why don't you put a better clip up then?" And I just wanted to reach through that computer. Okay, I wanted to reach through that computer and slap you so hard your great grandmother felt it. Like, that's how hard I wanted to slap that person.
Oh, you're so triggered.
Like, that's how hard I wanted to slap.
Oh, man.
And I was going to say something a lot worse than what I just said, just to be clear.
Yeah, well, I mean...
That was the PG version of what I was going to say.
And I know you said a bunch of them were talking shit on me. I haven't looked at the comments at all. Except what you sent me early.
A few sent.
Like, I didn't even fucking say anything. Yeah. All I said is, I thought people were enjoying the game. I did see one person said, you two should not be allowed to have a podcast.
A lot of people told us that anybody gets a podcast now. Anybody's allowed to have a podcast.
That's
you
true.
two shouldn't have a podcast.
That's 100% true. Anybody can literally have a podcast.
That's right.
Literally anybody.
But that triggered me. Shocking. Because I was like, you know how hard I fucking worked on this show? And your dumbass listens to 20 seconds of a YouTube short and goes, you shouldn't have a podcast.
This fucking show sucks.
It's like,
cancel this show. Call the
yourself.
Network.
Yeah, the 3 years of hard work we've put in, and 20 seconds defines it all, apparently, to that person.
Yeah, dude.
And all the
that
other
happens
people.
all the time.
It's
all it takes to get canceled, too.
That's true. However, nothing was cancel-ness about what was said.
I mean, I believe your opinions are cancel-worthy. I'm sorry.
Well, see you later, buddy.
Okay, hey, real quick, what are you drinking?
I was gonna say let's do beer of the
week.
Yeah, let's do a little quick before we get started here. We'll get started just after the beer of the week.
Okay.
You start first.
We can't do that.
You start first.
Okay, I have something cool because I thought it was gone. Thought it was gone. Didn't think I was gonna find it anymore, and I did. I walked into a store I don't go to like 3 days ago, and there it sat. One last lonely case of Busch Light Peach.
Hell yeah.
I thought we were done. We're not. We got one last taste. One last taste. Nothing real big to say about it. You guys know. It's great. I love it. What do you got?
I have one last can of this Leinenkugel Juicy Peach, which I need to try.
Peach on peach, baby.
I need to try it side by side to the Busch Peach, but I actually feel like this is a better peach flavor than the Busch Peach. But I will say I will not stop buying the Busch Peach over the Leinenkugel because the Busch Peach is like more than half the price of the Leinenkugel. It is not twice. This Leinenkugel may be better, but it is not twice the flavor of Busch Peach. So I'm gonna keep buying myself Busch Peach.
I think I've had that. I think I have. It came in like a multi-pack or something like that. I think I have had that. It was good.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, you can get 12 of these bad boys for like $10.
Right. And I got 12 of those for like 20.
Yeah. You could get 30 Busch Lights for that, man.
Yes.
That's insane.
Yeah. There's no way this is 3 times better than Busch Peach. It's good though.
I mean, come on, not in this economy. No.
Damn right.
Out of here.
You want to get started with this episode, my friend? Start off with some GameCube.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Get that. And the music stopped right on time. Don't let it do a drip. Come on, get it.
I got it. I already got it.
I'm so proud of you. Let's get this going.
Okie dokie. Oh, wait. We got a new intro thing. Is it ready?
We had it last week too. No, we don't have it for the stream.
Oh, I thought you figured out how to put it on the stream.
No, I didn't even touch it this past week. No.
Damn.
I just I have it as what you saw on your video was not like I didn't get it off of the video. I just put the video in the video.
Damn.
Yeah. No. Sorry to ruin anything. If you guys are watching live, you know what we're talking about. We normally our old screen that we started the podcast with.
Yo, Primitive Pug, what's up?
Was like a different scene, but now the new scene is just a blur. Here we are. We're blurred. But in the video, when you rewatch this on YouTube later, there's gonna be a really cool graphic that comes on screen right here. But
listen, let me tell you something. It is really cool.
Yeah. But for now,
I sat and watched Jeeb make it after the podcast last week for like an hour, and it really does look cool. I really, really like it.
Yeah, but 20 seconds of my body of my work says I shouldn't have a podcast.
Yeah.
All right,
canceled.
Let's go.
All right, I'm quiet. Go.
This podcast was brought to you by Uncle Jeep Productions. Oh, I fucked it up. My timings are all different now. I forgot because okay, we'll just restart. We're good. Restart. This podcast was brought to you by Uncle Jeep Productions. Hey guys, and welcome everyone to the Drip Jeep Podcast. I'm your host, Uncle Jeep, and with me is Host Drip Media Gaming. We record this podcast live every week at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. This week, Drip, we're talking about the GameCube leaks that came out. Are they leaks? I don't know, but we might be getting GameCube on Nintendo Switch Online. We'll see about that. We'll talk about that, in fact. We're also going to talk about the very large non-Pokemon elephant in the room that is Palworld. If you guys didn't see the Instagram reel that we posted on our Drip and Jeeb Instagram, go check out
positive feedback.
Check out the comment section there. I might just print them all out and frame them because it's my first
should.
viral hate video I've ever gotten.
It's the first time you really got
in my
roasted,
life.
isn't it?
Oh, I got roasted big time. That's actually a great idea. I should really print all those out and get them printed and frame them up.
Listen, I'm gonna be honest, man. I know where you're at right now.
Yeah,
emotionally.
Yeah, it was rough.
I know where you're at.
It was rough
because I remember the first video that I had that really like went, and people that didn't normally watch my video were watching my video. Yeah, lots of really mean comments. It's amazing how fast those start coming in. But you know what? Yeah. You got to remember this. Here's the thing that's great about that. If you're having really shitty, mean, nasty comments, the only thing that means is your content's getting out there.
It is.
That's it. It's a positive.
Yeah.
It's a good thing. I mean, I know it hurts, but I can promise you this. You do get used to it. Eventually, it just rolls right off your shoulders.
I would love to get used to it. I mean, don't let me steer you wrong, people. If more people watch us, and that means that there's more haters watching too. That's a fair trade-off. That's a very, very fair trade-off. But again, we'll get to Palworld in a few minutes, guys. Don't you worry. But for the start of this episode, we're going to be talking about Nintendo Switch Online and the fact that GameCube might be rumor confirmed.
No fucking way. It's for sure. It's happening.
Rumor confirmed. GameCube.
Rumor confirmed. It is happening.
No, but so there's some images that I don't know if it was leaked online per se, but
I don't think they're leaked. They're trademarked files in the UK, is what they are.
Yeah. So
they're from the 23rd of January, the 25th of January, the 11th of December. No, that's a Pokey Park. Okay, that's a different one. That's
Pokey
December.
Park.
That's up further up on the list. The three that we're looking at were January 25th and January 23rd.
Yes.
And I mean, you know what those are. You know exactly what those are.
Yeah, so on screen, if you're watching this podcast, you can see it. If you're listening, I'll do my best to describe to you. But basically, if you guys know in your Switch menus, when you're looking at your controllers, especially when you're in Nintendo Switch Online, if you're using the 64 controller, you can see on the left-hand side of your screen there in Nintendo Switch Online app, you see the outline of your controller. And then like in your controller area in Nintendo's on your Switch, when you go to controllers and pair controllers up and stuff, you see the outline colored in of like if you have the Zelda controller, you see the Zelda design, or if you have the Splatoon one, you got the colored handles, right? So in this like leaked patent, you see some images that look very, very similar to those images that you see from Nintendo.
It's the same thing as the 64 controller.
And why this is significant, I don't think you've actually said. These are patents that Nintendo renewed recently, making sure that other companies can't take the likenesses of their controller in whatever context this might be, visually on a screen or something, or on a box.
Yeah, but let me ask you this, because that's a thing. That was like the first part of this conversation we want to have. Is that all they're doing here?
Right. Yeah, we don't know. We don't know if that's all.
You actually brought something up to me earlier that makes me think that's absolutely not what they're doing here. Because they had to have already had that. You reminded me earlier, they sell, maybe not right this second, but they had a GameCube controller. It was wired. Nintendo made one.
Yes, they did.
Like
for Smash. It has the Smash logo on it too.
Right. I remember that. And it was wired, and then they also sold the little adapter where you could plug 4 into it, right?
Yeah.
You could get that in like a set with the game or something, because controllers.
By the way, just a quick side note. That's actually crazy wild to think about. The Nintendo supports backwards compatibility better for the GameCube than it does for any other console. You can literally plug in actual GameCube hardware with an adapter that's officially licensed by Nintendo recently for the Switch. That's actually kind of, and for the Wii U technically, but that's kind of crazy to me that they still do that. GameCube lives on, baby.
Yeah. I mean, they kind of did that with Wii for a while with the Wii U, but I mean, that was a mistake. That was clearly a big mistake. But
we did have the GameCube, the backwards compatibility, but that was the next generation, right?
Yeah.
And the hardware was nearly identical. The games look very similar. I mean, it makes sense that, but like I'm talking all these years later, all these the 2 generation consoles later. Three consoles later, basically.
Yeah,
it's still supporting the
controller. It's because of Smash.
Yes.
It's because of people like using that controller for Smash, so they put it out, and they put out Smash.
Yeah.
But why would they need to redo a patent on this, a trademark, at this point, if that's something they literally were just selling?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean,
so re-upping it in this way makes me think there is something else, whether it's a new controller or something for the it's got to be one or the other or both. But there's no way that those trademarks were just already up. You know what I mean? I don't know how. I mean, I guess I'm sitting here acting like I know how long trademarks are for and everything about the inner workings of that, but I don't. But still, I would imagine it's much longer than that, especially since we're still on the same console. Like I mean, how long is a trademark usually last?
I have no idea. I'm sure it all is case by case basis. It's gonna be hard to look up, I'm sure, because it's gonna be case by case basis. As far as this patent, I have no idea. But to answer the question why they would do it and why they would do it now, it's kind of hard to answer the question why they would do it now, because who freaking knows, dude? But why they would do it in general, a couple reasons. One, to make sure that they keep their patent, their design safe, because the GameCube controller is very unique. Now, I don't know how that works, because there's a lot of third-party controllers out there that straight up copy the GameCube layout and design. So I don't know how those companies are allowed to do that, but they can't use its likeness on a screen or print it or whatever this patent is for. I don't really exactly know, but that's kind of weird to me. But yeah, I mean, again, I got this information off of RGT. And,
okay, well, I got a little something here. Unlike patents and copyrights, trademarks do not expire after a set period of time. Trademarks will persist as long as the owner continues to use the trademark. Once the United States Patent and Trademark Office grants a registered trademark, the owner must continue to use the trademark in ordinary commerce. So I don't know what that gives you, but there's a little bit of context. That's honestly what that tells me is this is something new they're using it for. This is a new thing. Yeah. This is a new, whatever these little symbols are, they just made these. They're new, and they need trademarks for these. But they look just like the 64 controller. They look like everything else that they do in the online.
Right, exactly, and that's the point I was going to make. Not that we've already haven't made that point, but yeah, I mean, it looks a lot like. So here's an image from RGT that he posted up from his video that I saw. It's another tweet that came out, but these are real images, as you can see. If you're listening, there's the 64 controller, what it looks like in the Switch menus, the SNES controller. Just the way that they look in the menus for the Switch as it stands. And yeah, I mean, these images that are leaked here, they look similar enough to be like, and if it's something new and not something old that they have to renew, then yeah, I think it's pretty obvious what this is for. But the question is, it's kind of weird that it hasn't happened yet, but at the same time, we keep asking week after week, what is Nintendo doing for 2024 before the Switch 2 comes out? I think GameCube for Switch Online is like a dead lock right now.
I don't want that.
You don't
want that to happen yet? No, not yet.
What do you mean? Why? Oh, why, Drip? Why wouldn't you want that to happen yet? And by the way, February, we're there tomorrow. So your clock starts there tomorrow. I know. For Zelda.
That's why I've got to talk about it as much as possible before we get there. Because, Jeeb, I want Wind Waker and Twilight Princess HD on the Switch. I don't want them to release either of those games for the GameCube online, not HD in their old versions. I don't want that. So this can't happen yet. If they already have the new one, like if they already put the HD ones out now, and then we get them in like, I don't know, a couple months, whatever, that's fine. And then at the end of the year, when everybody's re-upping their online and we've got the Switch 2 stuff going on, then you say, guess what else we have? GameCube games coming to the expansion pack, so you can have those. And here is a brand new wireless GameCube controller you can play all of them with, because it's not nearly as bad, and I think RGT said that in this video. It's really not that bad if you have, again, like Metroid Prime, the regular one, drop that on there, because we've seen them do it before. We've got upgraded versions of games that are already on the Switch, and then they come to whatever. They come to the Nintendo Switch Online. It's just the regular version. Right. And it's not that big of a deal. You can kind of choose then. You're getting the sales first of the other one. So we got to get those games out first before this happens.
I do want to bring up this point, Drip. You may be forgetting. It's not that significant, but it could tell the tale of what might be to come here. It's just because we get the GameCube online, number one, doesn't mean we're even getting Wind Waker and Twilight Princess, right? And number two, it's not like they haven't done this before. If you recall, we do have Mario 64. 2 ways to play Mario 64 on the Switch. We have it on Nintendo
anniversary
35th anniversary, and then the Switch Online. So it's not unheard of.
Which came out first, though.
And technically, that one that's on Switch on the cart, the one that's on the cartridge, that is an HD version. It's HD.
Yeah,
so
it's upscaled. Yeah,
it's upscaled. So it basically it's 64 HD. Really is what it should be called.
And it's actually it's 9 or 16 by 9.
Yes.
Resolution too, right?
It meets to my eyes, it meets the criteria to be called an HD version if it wasn't in a triple pack like that.
Yeah, I mean it's definitely polished, that's for sure. But did that one come out first? That was before the 64 stuff.
Yes, the games the triple pack did come out before online came out, yeah.
Yeah. And then not online totally, but the 64
games.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, they got their money, and then they stopped selling that thing, and they were like, "Oh yeah, here now it's on here too." I mean, I feel like at that point, if they're gonna do GameCube games, especially now, they've got a lot of GameCube stuff that they've been putting out on the Switch.
Yes.
There's just a few more. There's a few more they got to do before
just a few more, just a few.
Listen, I have one more month to talk about this. I'm talking about it every fucking week, so get used to it. Get used to it. I will be talking about it every single week this month.
I bet you will. Gobble gobble. So Drip, I did the controller. I would very much like the controller to happen, and the physical controller. Now about that controller, I think it's like 99% confirmed. If they were to put out a 64 online controller, the GameCube controller, just like all the other controllers that have released for online, it's going to be a basically 1-to-1 scale with the addition of wireless capability. So
yeah, well, and then they added some buttons to some extra whatever they needed, but instead of adding big buttons, they just added tiny little ones on top. Yeah.
What do you think the chances are, Drip? What do you think the chances are that like we do get almost 1-to-1 scale GameCube controller for Switch Online with one minor alteration, an additional left bumper? So it will fully support all Switch games, because that's the one thing GameCube controller is missing. It has both triggers, but it only has one bumper on the right side. There's no other bumper on the left. Or Matt, is it? Did I reverse that? Is it one left? Is it 2 bumpers, 1 left trigger? I don't know. Either way, it's missing one of those, trigger buttons.
Yeah.
One R1.
I
R2,
don't think they're going to do that. No.
R1.
I think that'll be another little button on the top.
It would be silly it would be really silly to do that. Well, first off, Drip, it would only be there. It would only be a button on top if it's necessary. It may not be necessary to add at all, so it may just be completely void.
Yeah, because that's why the one on the 64 controller is even there, because that's how you.
I got it right here. The 64 controller has.
There's a home button up there.
There's a home button up here. There's a screenshot button, and then there's a ZR button up top.
Yeah, and the ZR button you need to do some of the functions with the whatever, the save states and stuff like that, right?
Exactly. Yes. So for the for the GameCube one, I doubt it'll need that extra L1 up top the controller, but it not that it needs it, but listen, the only reason I bring it up is there's a huge market for GameCube controllers. I mean, Drip, you have the Nixie Wizard now in your hands. You also have the Binbok version. I made a video on the Nixie as well. There's a big market for these GameCube controllers / Joy-Cons, and I feel like Nintendo could sell so many more if it was a full Pro controller for the Switch,
and
not
you know what?
Just
I don't know. I think honestly, I think they're going to go 1-to-1. I think that's the way it's going to go. But I kind of want to bring this up again, too. I wish they would do something different, because having those now, and if we do get GameCube games, like, I'm going to use those in handheld mode. But, the Binbok ones are good. They have their little flaws. The Nixie Wizards are good. They have their flaws. But, like, if Nintendo would just make their own set of those, like, fuck a controller. Who cares?
Yeah.
Make actual licensed Nintendo. I mean, that would be so much better. We don't need another controller.
No offense to Binbok or Nixie, but no offense to any of those companies putting those out right now, because they're good.
They're good.
They're good. Nintendo could make great ones.
Yeah, it would literally be a GameCube controller cut in half, like actually a GameCube controller cut in half.
Yeah, I really wish they. Excuse me. I really wish they did that. I don't see it happening, but I really want.
It's not going to happen. No, it's going to be a 1-to-1, and no one's going to be able to buy it, because you're going to have to be a Nintendo Switch Online member to get it, and it's never going to be in stock.
Yeah.
that's what's going to happen. It's the same thing with the 64 controller. Is that thing even in stock now?
No.
That's wild that thing's still not. It comes back in stock for like 30 seconds every once in a while, and then it's just gone.
Supply chain issues are still a thing, or is Nintendo manufacturing that issue? I don't know.
I feel like at this point it's kind of stupid to do. There's so many people who still want one. Like, at least get some of them up there.
Yeah.
Like, leave them up for a couple days or something.
Another reason why I don't feel bad at all when I go to download a ROM or something like. Well, I'm not downloading ROMs. I'm putting my own ROMs. I don't feel bad at all. Fuck these companies. Speaking of fuck these companies,
oh boy.
Before we talk about Palworld, I want to remind you guys that we do have monetization things here on the channel. If you want to become a subscribed member of the podcast, you get extra content every month, except for the last 2 months where Drip and I have been very bad about getting to you guys. We promise we're going to make it up to you.
No, we're doing it. Listen, it's going to be awesome. The next one's coming soon.
We've already missed January too, so.
Oh.
Tomorrow January's over. We're gonna get, guys, don't worry. We're good. We're men of our word. We will get it to you guys. Don't worry.
Yeah, and we're gonna do the game one too. So
members are gonna get a special stream where we're doing games. Maybe even there's so few members at the moment. We may just have them participate with us live on the stream.
That would be fun. Become a member.
Become a member. Also, our merch. You get your merch tonight because tomorrow comes and the merch is gone. Got to make sure to call Moran, by the way, so we can make sure that happens. All these designs that I'm wearing right now, and Drip probably has somewhere.
Today's the last day.
Today's the last day of January, and that means tomorrow at some point we're cutting off the merch and putting up new designs TBD. But yeah, Drip G merch. Thank you all who have bought your merch. You should all receive it. We appreciate you guys supporting us and what we do, and hopefully you enjoy this merch. I'm very happy with the quality of the print. It's awesome. The t-shirts and hoodies and are
the
very,
hat. I
very
love
nice.
the hat. I've been wearing
you
the
love
hat.
The hat. I wish I could wear that kind of style trucker hat. I know not everybody can because I can't. So no, all good there. But yeah, no, thank you guys for that. And we got that stuff going on in our lives. And speaking of things going on, Drip, I'm nervous about this topic because I've just been roasted like a chicken in Costco, wherever you buy your roasted chicken. I don't know, in the gas station. Yeah. So
you've gotten completely torn to shreds on the internet.
I didn't think about this till right now, Drip. I'm gonna actually play that clip right here live on the show. I'm gonna find it here momentarily.
Well, I won't be able to hear it, but you guys have fun with that.
You won't be able to hear, but it's a 40-second clip. Let's go ahead and play it and see why I was roasted so horribly. Oh, it's muted. Why is it muted? It shouldn't be muted, Drip.
Oh yeah,
there we go.
Mine's not muted.
All right, here we go. This is worse than Fortnite doing it. Like Fortnite steals too, but this is worse than Fortnite.
Oh yeah, like remember when Splatoon 3 came out and Fortnite just instantly had the Chrome that you could just dive in and go like it was like they just turned the game into Splatoon for a little bit.
They have not only is it not original, there is zero originality in the game whatsoever. It lacks all originality. It is void of entirety originality.
Can't see the video.
I'm not telling anybody not to like it and not even to not play it and not have fun. I'm just giving you my opinion on the game in general. I think it's ridiculous that they're just taking from. There's nothing original. Okay, sorry, I know you couldn't see that, guys, but that was more for the audio people, just to be reminded of what that sounded like and what I said. Notice I didn't say the word Nintendo. Just want to point that out there, whatsoever. So Palworld came out a couple weeks ago, and I finally got my hands on it later last week. It was. And,
what do you think about it, actually?
Well, yeah. So we can start with my thoughts and opinions on the game actually as I'm playing it. It's really fun. I know everybody said it to me before I played the game how fun it was, and I was like, is it? And I tried it, and guess what? It's a ton of fun. I've put in almost 8 hours at this point, which is a lot. That's a lot of hours for me in a short time frame like this. It's a lot of fun. It's a survival game, which I'm addicted to those, and they're easy to get addicted to.
Yeah, I want to get Moran on this, man. He'll love this.
Hey, he will. There's like little Pokemon running around, and that's fun. I keep calling them Pokemon because that's what they freaking are.
They're pals, dude. Easy.
The pals are cute. The pals are good. Obviously, it's early access, so there's some things that you got to get over. There's some glitches. I saw some really funny glitches. Very, very similar to the Scarlet and Violet glitches that you saw, like weird people movements, weird AI from Pokemon and NPCs running around, lighting glitches, texture glitches, all that stuff.
The difference is it is early access. Correct?
It is early access. But quickly, breaking news, Drip. Breaking news. Megaboyd Super Chat says,
hello.
The N64 controller is in stock in the United States, so go get your hands on it. If you're listening to this after the live stream, we're sorry. Hopefully they're still live for you in the United States, but go get them right now. Thank you, Megaboyd, for your Super Chat. We appreciate you, my dude.
Yeah, thank you. And that's good investigative work there, too.
It is. Drip, what were we just talking about? I know Palworld, but what were we talking about?
We were talking about the fact that it's in early access. It's got some problems.
Yeah, it's got some problems. There's so much to go over this. I've said it all in my stream with Drip on the phone with people in Discord. It's hard to say it for the 17th time here, but I'll just say this. Somebody in the Instagram said this game's a masterpiece.
Oh, yeah.
No. Like, player what sound, Drip? I'm going to repeat that. Someone said that this is a masterpiece.
What?
Now I get it.
What's the matter with you?
What is the matter with you? It's a really fun game, but it has every issue Scarlet and Violet has. So like now it's Nintendo, and Game Freak is a lot bigger with more staff, more money to work with than Palworld. I get that. I think Palworld has 40 members of their staff, which I was told in my stream. To Nintendo's like 200. So they're like more than four times.
Game Freaks.
Sorry, sorry about that.
That's just Game Freak. Yeah.
That's just Game Freak has 200 to their disposal, and Palworld has 40. So there's a lot more going over there with Nintendo and Game Freak. But it's still fair to criticize. I mean, it's not like we shouldn't be saying there's a bunch of
yeah. Well, like, I mean, and I have seen some other stuff too, but at least they're saying like, yeah, we know. Yeah, we know that those are problems. We're gonna fix them. That's why it's not even version.
Said that too.
It's not version 1 yet, is it?
No,
right?
It's not. It's on version 0. It's early access version 0.3.
Okay. Yeah. I mean,
something like that.
The proof is in the pudding, man.
Yeah.
12. You said 12 million copies.
That's what this morning an article was posted, or this afternoon.
12 million copies in the first week.
Million copies in, I think, is it?
Do you remember how crazy we were going? About 13 million in the first week for Tears of the Kingdom.
Yeah, this game's released on, just to clarify, the game is released on Steam, and it's released on Xbox, not PlayStation. I previously was saying
it's on Game
PlayStation.
Pass too, I think.
Yeah, Xbox is Game Pass, so it's on Game Pass, Xbox, and PC. So with those systems, it's got 13 million in the first week plus.
That's insane.
Yeah,
that's absolutely crazy. And listen, I do want to talk about the developers a little bit, because this is kind of wild. So this company started with 4 people. Did you know that?
I don't know a ton.
Building this game started with 4 people.
I'll let you go ahead. I know a little bit.
Basically, the lead developer, they found working. He was like 15 years old, working in a fucking convenience store. They were using a different engine.
Yeah, this was 2016.
Yeah, they were using a different engine or something, and I guess they had to switch to Unreal because things weren't working. Nobody knew how to use Unreal Engine. I guess this kid just learned it on the fly.
Yeah,
and then taught everybody else there. And these are the people who made this game. And from what I saw, I know it's got some bugs, and I know it looks crazy, but like, it looks pretty damn good.
Yo, no, when you're playing it on hardware that can handle it, it looks damn good. Again, glitches aside, lighting stuff aside, it looks damn good. The world is hyper realistic. The trees look fucking phenomenal. I mean, the trees look so good. The grass and shrubs look really
trees,
good.
You know, we had issues with them damn trees in the
Pokemon
I bring it up. Company.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah,
that was Sword and Shield, but
it's not that I'm talking trash to the devs, but it also Steam Deck. It doesn't run good on the Steam Deck. I just put it bluntly. If you have everything on low if you put everything on low settings, it runs like doo doo still. I mean, you're maxing out 35 frames and it looks doo doo.
But I'm sure if they are working on the other versions, that they only have a couple versions to work on. I'm sure if it's a PC game, they know Steam is where that's going to be sold the most, where it has been sold the most. They have the Steam Deck. They want to get that verified on deck on this game. You know they want to do that. They're going to do it. They're going to do it. Next place it's got to go is like Nintendo, right? It's got to be on the Switch. Yeah?
Yeah, I mean, it's that would be funny if it was.
What if it was? What if it does come to Switch?
I do know that Nintendo. I don't have any articles or nothing, but I do know Nintendo is considering taking legal action.
Yes, they did. Well, all they said was other companies. They won't even say their name. Yeah. And they said we did not allow them to. We do not allow other companies or this whatever to use our assets. Blah 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 blah. It's like, come on. Really?
I forgot to do this at the top of the segment. I would like to just simply on this platform that we have, the podcast, I would just like to address the haters for a moment.
Yeah, I want to talk about that too, because I think that's where a lot of our rest of this conversation is going to come from.
All of the people in the Instagram Live, all the people in our YouTube Shorts, and all the people in our TikTok who decided to leave an overly aggressive, evil, rude, out of base, comment.
Yeah, you know what we say to you? Fuck you. That's what we say. Go ahead, Jeep. Sorry.
No, that go fuck yourself.
But
beyond that, most of the comments in those sections, if you go back and read them, you should. There's a lot of good ones in there.
I haven't read.
And by good, I mean are awful. There are some comments that most of them are putting words in my mouth, things that I did not say. They're just saying that I said, and they're just assuming some feelings that I have. And they're just saying that I have these feelings, which I never said I had those feelings whatsoever. They're just assuming a lot. The assumption that because I'm a Nintendo fan,
that you're mad about them stealing this stuff from
Pokemon specifically, very specifically that little tidbit. There's a lot more to that, but to people were saying, but that particular one.
I mean, well, let's as we move forward, let's stop real quick.
Sure.
These things look a lot like Pokemon. A lot of these things, dude. Like a lot of them, dude. A whole lot of them. Go ahead. Sorry.
Now some of them look like Pokemon, but some of them are like straight up Pokemon. I mean, like some of them are just like.
I saw a couple. The little bird.
Yeah.
That's like a penguin or something. That was an Arceus, right?
I
don't know, one of the starters or something. I noticed it right off the bat.
When you're not,
like, that's
especially when you're not
Pokemon
using names with me, it's impossible for me to know.
I don't know any Pokemon names. Do you not remember? I have a video on this YouTube channel.
Yeah, a long time ago.
Yeah, you guys want to go see a funny video? Go search way back. It's like one of the first 5 videos I start trying to name Pokemon or rename
Pokemon Snap.
Yes, that was a good one. It was a great one.
Thanks, Eden.
Yeah, I don't know names, but man, I was like, that little penguin, that looks familiar.
Yeah.
That other guy, the blue guy. I was trying to explain that to you.
Just stop. The gray one.
There's an Egyptian version of him in Palworld. That's all I know.
Yeah. So while a lot of the comments weren't totally off base, they were majority. But I do think that Palworld stole a lot from Nintendo. Now some of those haters might then say, "Oh, you can't fault them for that." No. Also, I said lacks all originality. Okay, it's okay if you think that when I say the game lacks all originality, it's okay to then for you to say that's a harsh opinion. That's fair. What's not fair to say is that's not true, because as far as I'm concerned, this game compiles many games across different platforms and franchises, not just Nintendo. Okay, I don't have a list of them all in front of me, but the highlights there are going to be Pokemon Legends Arceus, going to be Ark Survival. There's a little bit of Minecraft sprinkled in there. What else, Strip? Help me out. What else is Fortnite? There's a little tiny bit of Fortnite in there.
I mean, like a little bit. It's Ark. It's basically Ark and Pokemon. It's basically
Ark and Pokemon.
Yeah.
Which.
So there's been other games like Ark. There's been other games like Pokemon.
Right.
But
it's not just a Drip. It's not just about the way the game looks or plays. We're talking like minor details and assets that are being used in the game. I mean, the why I think it's like Fortnite is not because it has guns in it. It's because the motion of the swinging. When you take your axe, you're chopping down a tree, or your pickaxe trying to break a rock, you swing that thing around. I mean, they just copy paste that asset straight from Fortnite. Now it's not almost. I'm sure it's not actually copying and pasting.
I'm sure it's not. Yeah,
but
sure
I mean, they looked at Fortnite. Be that
dumb. Like they know.
Yeah. Right.
You're not stealing assets, obviously.
Yeah. But that one girl told me multiple times that she thinks the fast travel sound is from Breath of the Wild. Or I'm sorry, it's from Zelda. It's from Zelda.
Close?
Not Breath of the Wild. She said from Zelda. So I don't know. I haven't fast traveled yet. Or I did, but I forgot to take notice of the sound. But it's not that even that it's inspired of it, right? There are certain things that are inspired from. Clearly, the whole Pokemon idea is inspired, but some of the designs are not. They're simply just not inspired. They're simply copied. Or not copied, plagiarized, right?
Yeah, okay, and I want to say this, yeah, it's because like some of it's like you can go absolutely clear. Like I can look at that, and I don't even know Pokemon, but I'm like, I've seen that in a game. Like that looks like that dude. I know who it is. I don't know his name, but I've seen a Pokemon that looks just like that. May not be exactly. And I see something else here in the comments. The format of creatures doesn't leave much room for. No, see, I don't agree with that really at all, because you can have a dog Pokemon. I mean, how many fucking breeds of dog are there? 1 million.
Yeah.
You could pick another breed of dog. You could, and I mean, whatever. If they have to have the same elements, this, that, whatever. Okay, cool. Everybody uses. We only have so many fucking elements. I get it. That's fine. But these look exactly like, and I know they've changed it enough to where it's like, oh well, you can't get us because we changed it enough, and our lawyers say this is enough that we've changed it. But you did, like, there's no fucking question. You looked at that right there and said we need one like that. Now take that design, but change it enough to where we're not going to get in trouble. That's clearly what's happened with some of these. There's no getting around it. There's absolutely no getting around that fact. They look way too similar. I'm sure they started with something that looked even more similar, and they were like, no, they're lawyers, I'm sure. We're like, no, too close. You got to change something else. This, that. It's got to be this different. You can't use that because of the asset of this. I'm sure there's some weird shit that and honestly, they're probably going to be fine. That's the thing. I'm sure that they've looked into all this enough to know once they put this out that they are safe, because they've said that, right? They did say that they think they're safe.
They are safe.
I'm pretty sure they're safe because they've done enough. But I don't care what anyone says. They still took designs from Pokemon, changed them just enough, and put them in their game.
Now, and
you can say, well, this does that, and we had this conversation earlier. That's fine. You can point around to whatever other game is like this other game. I mean, yeah, the combat of Spider-Man is a lot like the combat of the Arkham series. Pretty close.
Yeah. Drip, Pal Spheres and Pal Decks. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Now someone might say, well, how many ways can you do something? You listener or person watching or whatever, past, present, future, you answer this question. How many ways, trying to rip off a Pokeball, how many ways can you change the Pokeball? But that's the whole damn point, is that they're riffing off a Pokeball. How many ways are there to catch an wild animal? 1 billion. You could do 1 billion different things, but how many ways are there? How many ways can you rip off?
You could knock it out with a rock.
But Drip, how many ways can you rip off a Pokeball? Only one to make it a ball and throw it at something.
Yes, and they do that. Yes,
and also
can catch animals in lots of different ways.
And you copy paste the Arceus throwing animation. It's the camera angle zooms back the same damn way. The ball throwing is the same damn way. The ball moves. It's all the same damn thing. It magically pops in the ball. It's copy paste.
I know. And another example of what you're saying, like, tell me they didn't take it. You said what is it called? The Pal Deck?
Pal Decks, like a Pokedex?
Yeah. Pal Decks. Why couldn't it just be a cell phone? Why did it have to be called that? It does not have to be called that. It could just be a phone. It could be a tablet. Well, it does not have to be called that.
Funny enough, Drip, here's another thing. There is a tablet in the game. You pick it up when you first log on to when you first get the game.
So you have a tablet and a Pal Deck.
Well, this tablet thing, I think the tablet might be the Pal Deck. I don't really know if exactly. It's kind of unclear. I think they need some. It
doesn't matter. The point is they're calling it the same damn thing.
Right. I'm making a point here, Drip. So the beginning of the game is almost, not quite 1-to-1 scale, but almost a copy of Legends Arceus. The way and you also told me, because I didn't play Arc, I just know some gameplay. I've seen some
the beginning of Arc's like that too.
The beginning of Arc and the beginning of Pokemon Legends Arceus, they're very similar. But the reason I compare it to Arceus is because at Arceus, the whole feeling is that you wake up on this beach, don't know who you are. Something speaks to you from above. In Arceus, you have a dream, in fact. But then you wake up, you pick up this device that then speaks to you some more, and then you try to find clues and answers to why it's talking to you. This game, you boot it up, you wake up on an ocean. There's no God talking to you from above. There's no dream, but there is a device where some random person or thing, entity is talking to you on this device, just like the Arc phone from Arceus. And then you leave, and then there's like this ancient ruin style thing, just like Arceus or Arceus, whatever. Because in Arceus, it kind of goes back in time. It's like an ancient art style. So like the same thing in this fucking game. Like this is basically Arceus 2. And hold on, Drip. I think that's a great thing. Blow your minds. Everyone get your minds blown.
That's my whole point of this entire thing. That is my final point. If you want to go, I'll make it right now.
It's not my final point, but go. You can make your final point.
This is the thing. This is why this game is good. This is why this game is good. Because we now have an actual competitor to Pokemon.
For sure.
So Game Freak is on notice at this point. Look at what this has sold. 12 million copies.
Tony Stark built this in a cave with scraps.
With a box of scraps.
Yeah.
No, okay, but seriously, like, this is it. This show, like, come on, Game Freak, it's time. We have seen now.
Nintendo.
This can be done. This is what people want. Now, I'm not saying it's got to be guns and this and that, but look at how it looks. Like, just the idea of the game is, it doesn't have to be Arc Pokemon like this. It doesn't have to just go copy what this is, but just look at what they've done.
Yeah, by no means
format of game.
By no means do I want the next Pokemon Arceus game to have this kind of crafting system, because I like survival games, but they run their course. Like some people can play them for tens of thousands of hours. I'm not one of those people. I get tired of them with them after a couple hours, not a couple hours, after maybe a couple hundred hours if I really like it.
Wait,
so,
what games? These
survival
style games?
Yeah, like I didn't play Arc, but if I did, I probably would play for 100 hours or so. Like Minecraft, I've been playing for over a decade, but off and on. So like I've got probably over 1,000 hours plus in that game, definitely more than that. But they run their course. They kind of get tired after a while. So I don't want Pokemon to just take that idea. But as far as like the other things that they did with this game, I mean, that's a comp. When I say that it's Arceus 2, that is the biggest compliment you're going to get out of me with Pokemon and Palworld, because and that's a good compliment because I love Arceus. Arceus is an amazing game. I loved playing it all the way through. Good story, good gameplay, better than the other Pokemon games in the franchise. In my opinion, it's my favorite Pokemon game in the franchise.
Of all of them I've played, I do like that one a lot.
So yeah, there's a real competitor now. But I want to
it's real.
Speaking of real, it's real back in real fast. I want to go back a little bit because I want to go back about because there's plenty of people out there saying, oh yeah, it's Dragon Quest. Dragon Quest should be getting a cut of this Nintendo's money if they're gonna sue, because Dragon Quest took the idea, or Pokemon took a
lot of stuff from Dragon Quest.
Right, and I'm going to show you guys something on screen here. My buddy Alex told me here. If you're watching this podcast, I'll post this to the community tab. It's a joke, man. Nintendo ripped the fuck off of Dragon Quest. I mean, it's not even like, it's so much worse than Palworld, what they did with Pokemon. These are like I know we keep saying 1-to-1. It's not always that cut and dry. These are as close to 1-to-1 as you can get with ripping off each other. I mean, Zubat looks just like the other little bat, just a little bit different.
And the I don't remember. Duck there. What's the duck?
Psyduck.
Psyduck, yeah. I mean, that's pretty damn close. Take the tail off, change the color. It's built.
A lot of these are just so damn similar, going down to the color schemes, and just overall design of them. I mean,
that's the thing too. At least Palworld
coughing is like nearly the same. It's like Ghastly and coughing came out of this one ghost over here from Dragon Quest. I mean,
they're similar. So I mean, it's not like it hasn't been done before. Again, no. I think the biggest hope for all this definitely is that Game Freak can't do shit about it.
No.
And they see that they actually have a real competitor. I mean, and let's actually put that into context a little better, because let's be real. This is not a true competitor to the Pokemon company as a whole. The Pokemon company on a whole is the biggest entity in the world.
Yeah.
But as far as games go, as far as games like a Pokemon, because I mean, what else do we have? We had what other games are there like Pokemon? I mean, I know there's Digimon, but I've never even played it. Is that even the same?
Digimon used to be. Digimon's changed.
Style. Okay, yeah, there's styles of games like this, but now they've got somebody who is literally like, okay, we're doing this, and we're doing some of it better, and we're taking every play out of your book that's good, and plays out of others that people want. Clearly, they want it.
Yeah,
it's working. It's selling. So, I mean, the hope really is that Game Freak actually does something about this, but I still don't think they will. I just don't think they will.
I guarantee you they won't. I mean, look at that's the first thing that's going to be brought up in court. It is like the Palworld people are going to bring up this image of Dragon Quest and Pokemon, and then say, well, I mean, if anything, we're going to cut a check to Dragon Quest. Half your money's going to Dragon Quest.
Oh no, that's not even what I'm talking about. I'm talking about Game Freak actually, making a good Pokemon game.
One that
runs well, has real new features, and I don't know, physics, cool stuff like that every fucking modern game has.
Yeah.
And it's not even that, this game's in beta, right?
It's not even in beta. They're just calling it early access. It could be pre-alpha.
Whatever it is.
It's probably in pre-alpha.
And it's got some problems, but it's still, let's be real. From what I've seen, it's already miles beyond the latest Pokemon game as far as what you can do in the game, the way it looks, the way that it runs.
Well noted, 0 crashes for me, and a lot of people are reporting 0 crashing, which I also had 0 crash. I had like maybe 1 or 2 crashes in Violet, but I know Pokemon Scarlet had a lot of crashes. People were reporting crashes a lot more in Scarlet than Violet. So that's noteworthy, is that it's even more stable than Pokemon. I would like
Mega
to.
Just said,
yeah, go ahead.
Mega just said that the Pokemon company needs to let Game Freak work on a game instead of making them rush one out every single year.
Dude,
and it's not a mainline Pokemon game every single year, but there's a Pokemon game every year. And they have deadlines, because we talked about this 100 times. They have deadlines because it's not just, like I just said, it's the Pokemon company as a whole. They've got, toys. They've got other merch. They've got TV shows. They've got card games. They've got everything. And all this stuff has to line up. The game has to line up when all that stuff is released. So there's no delaying it. You've got this window to put the game out. When it's done, it's done.
Yeah.
I think my biggest problem with that is, and we've gone round and round and round about this stuff. I think my biggest problem is, one, they don't hire any outside help. And I know there's a lot of stuff, like whatever, these people work here and it's like a family community. Like, okay, well, your family and your community there, they're not getting shit done that needs to be done in time. So you need to give them some help, one. Or two, after the fact, fix the fucking game. Fix the problems. Just make it a playable game. And I know they did a little bit here and there, but I mean, tell me that new Pokemon game is still even close to where it should be.
Oh, they fixed the problems, Riv. Don't worry. There's just a million other problems that they didn't get to yet, because that's how broken it was.
Yeah. I mean, are they going to?
There's not enough hours in the day for the staff that they have to fix the problems in the game. I mean, that's
we're
the problem.
Over a year. What is it? Almost 2 years now, right?
We're getting close to. I mean, we're not getting close, but we're in
November.
In November.
So we've got 2 years. Never mind. We've got time. Yeah. Okay. So we're well over a year.
Yes.
There's still massive problems in the game, and I'm not. People's heads aren't falling off and eyes bugging out and stuff anymore. I guess those things are fixed, right? The bigger things.
I don't know if that's true, Drip. I don't know.
Okay, well, who knows? I know it still runs a lot of shit, right?
Drip, a lot of the stuff they did fix in Pokemon were the things that were game-breaking, functional gameplay things. Like things that, for example, you walk up to this certain thing and press A and something happens. Those types of things are things that they were fixing. Terror raid stuff were broken. I know there's a lot more that was broken, but just like I'm talking about the simple thing that should never have been broken in the first place. Like A does this thing in the game, and then you go to press A and it doesn't do it. That type of stuff that is broken that they've gotten to. They have hardly touched all the other issues that make the game run poorly and borderline unplayable at times.
Right.
Not to mention the things that lack polish, like the light glitches, texture glitches, world glitching, stuff like that. They never ever.
When I told you,
stuff.
I've watched you play it on stream. I'm like, ugh, I'll listen. I can't watch this. I'm usually a guy that frame rate, it doesn't really bother me all that bad. But I mean, the fact, I don't know. I just hope something happens. I hope fans of Pokemon get better Pokemon games Because now Game Freak has an actual competitor in the gaming space, at least.
They've already made the mistake, though, Drip. The mistake has already been made. Once this game was announced that was happening, they should have hired those devs, like, instantly.
Yeah.
And that was the mistake, because these people should have been eaten up into Game Freak already and taken over. Because clearly, with a third of the staff, they were able to make a game that runs laps around any Pokemon game.
What'd you say they have
on the
40?
market right now? What's that?
They have 40 people?
That's what I read.
40 people. And the budget. Do you know what the budget was?
Very little.
It's like $10,000.
It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. And there are parts of the game you can see that.
Hang on. I'm going to make sure I have that right, because I did just look at this.
What? Hang on what?
The budget.
We'll get to it, but it's not that. Yeah. There's parts of the game in Palworld that do look like it was a low budget effort. But there's lots of the part of the game, lots of Palworld it's like, wow, they really did a great job with this. It's a shame to me. It's a shame to me that they were kind of they cut corners by really kind of copying other franchises in a lot of different ways. But overall, the product that they put out here is the best Pokemon game that you can buy on the market right now. And that is saying something. That's from a team like that. That's saying something. They've done a great job with this game. And I bet you they're going to be way better updates than Game Freak ever will be with their games. So this game's only going to get better and better from here. There are some gameplay stuff with the game, like simple gameplay mechanics I wish were going to be changed and altered. Like movement things in the game, it's a little glitchy here. Those things should be ironed out over time.
Yeah.
I also think it's a bit of a grind. It's too much of a grind, in my opinion, to get things. Like, I've been grinding hard. I'm still only like a level 13. And there's certain
that might be stuff that they fix.
There's certain things I really wish I had access to already that I don't. And I feel like I have to grind way too hard. The tutorials broke, man. The tutorials, like, it's almost like they chat GPT the tutorial. What should a Pokemon clone have as the tutorial? And they copy and paste that with like spelling mistakes and
hey man, that works.
Grammar.
It's fine. Okay, listen here. I was wrong. Okay, so the budget for this game was zero. They didn't have any money. Didn't have any money. It cost 1 billion yen because they did have to hire 40 additional employees to do this, because like I said, I told you it was just the 4 or 5 of them originally doing this. But to complete this, to get it done, when early access began, the game was estimated to be 60% complete in total. The budget exceeded 1 billion yen, and the company hired over 40 additional employees.
Yeah.
So they started with nothing. Now they're rolling it.
They've done great things.
Yeah, and I would imagine that once you see like the actual first version of this game, I would imagine it's probably going to be pretty crispy, pretty nice.
I would hope so, especially with all the money they just made. They're going to have, I'm sure they're going to be hiring more.
Oh yeah, they may have more than Game Freak after this.
They just might, which is a crying shame.
Could you imagine that?
Anybody out there who still thinks that I'm like anti-Palworld and pro Nintendo in all ways, shape, or form, I don't know what to tell you. I really don't. Just because my opinion might be harsh, that's unoriginal, and I might be crass, that does not mean that I'm wrong. Because tell me that this game is original. There is no other response anybody's had from me. To this point, not a single person in the world has given me an answer to the question, what's original about it? Give me what. Oh, the only response is, well, other games aren't original too, so it gets a pass from them. Well, guess what? It doesn't get a pass from me. And
we're not talking about other games.
Nobody likes
this one.
I know.
Answer the question.
I know nobody likes a critic. Nobody likes critics. I get it. That doesn't mean they don't have a job to do, and not that I'm paid to be a critic. But I have a podcast, I have a platform, and I use it. I got opinions, man. That's what I got opinions. That's why we got a podcast, because both of us have opinions. Do this. And my opinion is what it is, but it's not incorrect.
My opinion is. No, it's not incorrect. I don't think you're wrong. I will tell you. I'll be the first to tell you. I think your opinion is slightly harsh. Not really that harsh, but a little harsh. But you're not wrong. If you ask the
devs would first of all, they're rolling their money right now, so they're laughing. But second off, they're gonna I bet you they gladly tell you how unoriginal this game is. Under Truth Serum, they'd gladly tell you.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think, like I said, the point is,
I mean, dude, there's articles that say or have been stating that, oh yeah, we Pokemon, Dragon Quest, Arc. I feel like they've even said that stuff, and I feel like I believe they said that stuff already. Like it's not. I'm just repeating basically what they say, and I conclude that be unoriginal.
Whatever, just finish it, make it good, beat Pokemon, make Pokemon have to work. That's what I want to see.
Love it.
I mean, like I said, I don't care honestly. And I told you this on the phone earlier. I don't care about this game whatsoever. I'm not a Pokemon guy. I don't give a shit about this game. But if they can make Game Freak make a better Pokemon game, a better experience for people on a Nintendo platform playing the same type of game, because now they have to, I mean, I'm all about it. It's great. I love it. I mean, it's the same problem we look at right now with sports games. Same problem. There's no competition. They're copy-paste every single year.
Yeah,
Same with Pokemon.
It's crazy to me. Like 2K baseball used to be my thing, and it's gone now because NBA 2, because the PlayStation one, the MLB The Show is just taken over, and that's not a good product, especially on Switch. Like they need to do better.
I mean, look at Madden.
Madden is the same game I've been playing since 2009 when Brett Favre was on the cover.
I mean, I hate to say it, but look at I know there's still competition, sort of, but. Look at Call of Duty. Call of Duty.
Oh, yeah. A lot of people were telling me that, too. Like, Call of Duty was brought up a few different times. And Fortnite was brought up, too. Like, it's the copy-paste of other games. You don't hate those games. Yes, I do. I do talk. In the past, I've talked. You got to remember, Drip, you have to remember, I've criticized Fortnite on many occasions.
Oh, yeah. I like it. You don't like it as much as I like it.
I liked the gameplay style because I liked it when I played it on Battlefield, well, not Battlefield, the fuck's that game? PUBG. It's the same damn game, just slightly altered for their own art styles and shit. But that's I'm not accusing Fortnite of stealing PUBG, like Palworld stealing Pokemon. I'm just saying that these games are unoriginal. I'm kind of like tired of these shooters. I do like to shoot stuff, but I don't love it.
Let's keep it real. Like Fortnite's the king at this point of stealing shit. I mean, God, they got their own Minecraft.
Oh, someone
literally bought the devs of Guitar Hero. Oh, did you see that guitar was dropped today too?
No, I did. I haven't even
the
seen
actual guitar for the Guitar Hero thing. Oh yeah, I forget who's making it. We'll talk about it in the after show.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, people do it. This one's pretty fucking bad though. I mean, they clearly they're taking shit from Pokemon. I don't care what anybody says. They took it. They changed it as much as they need to change it. Hopefully, we get a better Pokemon product out of it because of that.
Yeah. Guys, that's going to be the end of the recording of the episode. Don't leave, though. If you're watching in the stream, we got an after show for you. We'll talk more. Those hater in the comments here in the live stream, you can go ahead and hate some more in the comments. It's only engagement.
Let's do it. Bring it on.
Those of you listening on the audio side of things, we appreciate you guys, and we're going to see you guys next week.
Peace.
Wrong button.
I'll
learn it one day.
Oh, no. Hell.
Welcome to the after show, everybody, where I press the wrong buttons. Oh, man. Welcome. We're going to be here really soon.
Pro tab. I see. Okay, I'm checking your comments now. Looks like we brought you around. I can tell you were a little upset there for a second, but I think we came around with you there.
I hope we came around, Pro Tab. I saw your comments and I didn't get to read them all, but
competition makes everything better. Yeah, I agree with that. Matt Moran, what's up, dudes?
Yo, Matt Moran tomorrow.
Yo, Ty, what's up?
Tomorrow, cut all the merch. Not the whole store, but just those designs. The designs are dead tomorrow. We'll text you later, but that's when I say it.
Yeah, we just got to put the other ones up.
Yeah. Got to put the other ones up. That's a little bit loud. You're hot tonight.
Better?
That's better. Yeah, that's better.
Dude, because I streamed, I had that metal music up to
that's what
11.
It was. Yeah.
Especially at the end of the stream there, I was really getting into it. By the way, I'm going to be streaming again on my Twitch.
Hell yeah.
Tomorrow night. Trash night. Tomorrow. Yes, tomorrow's trash night.
I'll do a little rundown here.
So weird.
My after show new tradition is going to be to run down and say hi to everybody who's been in the stream while we were recording. What is up? We'll start at the very, very top. Fappy, Power Mad, Mega Boyd, Wallball, that one girl, Primitive Pug, what's up, man? Wheel Gun Wally, what's up, man? Steven, how you doing? We got more how do you say that? Protab, what's up? Ty, how you doing? Caesar Brain Dead. No, Caesar, they're not going to take illegal action because then they're just going to give half the money to Dragon Quest.
I don't think they can.
Matt Moran, all you individuals hanging out tonight in the stream, we appreciate you. Switch Corner was up.
I saw, Switch Corner. It's redirect. If you were still live, we were going to do it to you, but it's basically just it's like a raid on YouTube. All you got to do is go to on your studio thing, you go to edit, and then you go to customization, then go all the way to the bottom, and it says redirect, and then you would add one. And I'm going to add one right now.
What was that face?
Oh, there we go. I added one. Now I can save it. Now when we stop, instead of just stopping, it will go to another channel.
Cool.
That's how you do it. So next time you're live, guys, Switch Corner doing live stream now.
Hell yeah.
Like, whoa.
When he coming on the
show? Fell out of my fucking chair, dude. I was like, what the fuck?
I'm gonna zoom in for this one. Hold on. When he coming on the show, Alex?
For real.
We're looking at a link right now. So when are you coming on the show, Alex? When are you coming on the show, Alex?
That is scary.
You're live streaming. Why don't you come on the show now? The Triple G podcast misses you. It's been like 2 years, 3 years nearly. Come on back, baby. We miss you. Everybody wants to see you. Did this convince you, Alex? Did this weird bit convince you to come back? I don't know. Larry! Larry's back. What? You just play all your sounds, all your toys.
That's what I do.
What's the matter with you?
No, for real. Yeah, you got to come back on the podcast, man. It's been too long. It's been way too long. We need to do a fucking video together, bro. I got ideas. I need to do a racing themed video. I may do like the best racing games on the Switch or something soon.
Yeah.
Cause I didn't tell you, but a sim racing company got a hold of me, and I haven't wanted to talk about it because I didn't want to jinx it. But they're sending me like a super nice sim wheel and pedals and stuff. Like really, really.
Are
cool
you making
shit.
a video on their on your channel for them?
No, I don't have to. They just want me to talk about 3 videos. 3 videos. And I was like, yeah, I can do that. Just 3 sponsors. 3 sponsors. And they were like, yeah, we'll send you all the. I was like, yeah. And
so
I was thinking the first one would be.
They're sure it's sponsoring.
Yeah, it's not a paid thing. It's like kind of like
a free product.
and you know how bad I want a really nice sim wheel, and this one's sick.
You don't. It's not always money for a sponsorship. It's
yeah.
Product.
I mean, I usually don't do that anymore, but for this, I've been really, really wanting a really nice sim wheel, and I'm really.
Can you talk about the brand yet?
Fanatic wheel? No, that's not what it is. It's a different one. Moran, I'll send you some stuff. No, I can't. I got to make sure all this is going through before I actually talk about it. But the stuff's cool, and the only problem is I think it only works on PC, so I'm gonna have to like get some racing games on PC now, which I guess is fine.
Yeah, but I don't know if you have too much power working over there, especially with no fan.
True. Might have to get a fan. Get a box fan. I told you, I'm just gonna put a box fan on the side of it.
I mean, that might do.
Get F1, yeah. But
dude, I would love to play F1.
That's gonna be sweet. But I was thinking I could do a video that would actually make the sponsor make sense. Is just do like best racing games on the Switch. I have not done that yet, and there's actually some good ones. Nothing crazy, but some decent ones. So
I'm trying to see what
there's that.
Ty, we did not talk about Nintendo Direct prediction next week. No.
I haven't even watched the rumor shit this week. Hang on, let me take this off. It's getting warm down here. Okay, is that happening again? Are we already saying next week is a Direct? Because I don't think so.
That. I'm not saying it.
I don't think a direct's coming next week.
I'm going.
We had our dates last week.
Yeah, watch last week's podcast if you want to know our dates. Don't say it.
I'm going to tell you. Don't watch last week's podcast. I'm going to tell you right now.
Excuse me?
I said the 22nd. February 22nd.
I got you muted now. It's just me now. You can talk all you want, but they can't hear you because there's no music either. It's just me and the stream. Don't you dare say anything. All right, you're unmuted. Don't say anything.
I was going to say, I can unmute this. I have the power to unmute it too. You have to remember that. February 22nd. That's when it'll be. That's when I think not a podcast, a direct's coming.
Steven,
I think that makes sense.
Steven said something funny. I wish I would have caught this live. Steven said Nintendo is releasing a GameCube controller to be used on PC for Palworld. Follow the money.
I saw that. Yeah, I saw that. I think we were live whenever that went up. I laughed at it, but that is funny.
And Steven also would prefer a GameCube Classic or a GameCube Mini over.
I did see that too. Yeah,
I disagree, Steven. But to each their own.
The minis, the mini consoles. I don't know. I just feel like, and you know what I'm gonna say already. The digital. Just give me a digital. I don't want a thing. I don't want a thing.
No, it would be that's the whole point. Is they sell you a little box that looks like a GameCube.
I know. I don't want a thing. I don't want the thing. I did buy the Super Nintendo Mini or whatever it was. The classic. Super Nintendo Classic.
Yeah.
I don't even have it anymore. My little brother has it with one of the controllers. I have one of the controllers here.
Nice.
Yeah. That's it though.
Are the controllers a little mini too? Or they're like
no,
thumb
regular.
size?
They are regular size.
That's funny.
Super Nintendo controllers. Yeah. With different they have really weird plugins though. It's like a weird shape.
Yeah. Oh, they're not just USB. I thought they'd be USB.
No, they're super weird shape. I don't even know what they're.
You know what they're called? They're called not USB because they're like, fuck you bitches. We ain't letting you use this on anything but this thing. Because we're that stingy.
USB-Z. I don't know what it is. It's not anything I've seen before.
Guys in the chat, feel free to ask your questions that you either did ask already but we didn't see because we were recording, or new questions that you want us to see right now in the chat, or forever hold your peace. And a super chat would be nice too. Thanks, Mega Boy.
Yeah, Mega Boy with the super chat. Definitely want to shout that out. Thank you so much. We don't get very many, but definitely a round of applause for that.
The owners need to let the developers work on the game instead of rush one out every year, Mega Boy said. I'm assuming that he meant that
Game Freak.
For Game Freak, yeah.
Yeah, we kind of covered it as it was it was happening there.
Drip, what do you think the chances are you're playing Palworld? Now, by the way, the version on Xbox Game Pass is actually only a demo. So you can't even cross-play with anybody else. Oh, you can only cross-play with other Game Pass people if you do that. So you'd have to buy it straight up for $30.
Oh, it's only $30?
Yeah. I think $40 gets you.
I was going to say chances are zero, but chances just went back up a bit.
$40 to get you extra. Oh, yeah, I'll shout out my patrons, by the way, speaking of money.
Dude, I mean, I'll play it. If it comes to PlayStation, I'll play it.
My patrons gifted me the Palworld via their support every week, so I appreciate you guys. Every month.
That is very nice. Yeah, I don't have an Xbox at all anymore. I mean, I do, but there's one in my house, but it's not my Xbox.
Did you move your Xbox? Where'd you move your Xbox to?
No, I actually gave it to my 8-year-old. It is her Xbox now. It's not mine. Oh,
it's in your 8-year-old's room.
Yeah.
So
how do you
how do you watch TV on the TV downstairs?
Down here, a 4K
Chromecast,
Alexa thingy, whatever it is.
Fire
Stick.
You have a Fire Stick?
Yeah, I got them in like every TV in my house.
Fire Sticks?
Yeah, that's what I use for everything. Why? There's nothing wrong with them. I've never had any problems with them at all. Plus, they hook up to my, Alexa. And she can run my TVs and stuff, too.
Do you have, Fire tablets, too? Because you're that much of an Amazon nerd?
No, sir.
You hate
No,
me that? Do you hate? You know, I used to work for Amazon. And I hate them with all my guts, right? You hate me. You hate me that much? You're giving them all that money for something they don't need? Google's so much better. Google is the best TV experience on the market. Yes, it is.
Bullshit. I had it.
Yes, it is.
Okay, I'm good. I'm good with what I got. I like the menus. I like the menus. I like it all.
Credit where credit is due. Apple is probably the best TV experience.
Apple TV is very nice.
Close second would be probably Google.
Yeah, but dude, the Apple TVs are so expensive.
Right, and you can get the Google TVs for like $20 or
that's what I'm saying. Like the
4K.
Yeah, the Fire Sticks are so cheap.
Walmart sells their own brand of Google TV stick.
Did I tell you I played Fortnite on a Fire Stick the other day?
Streaming.
Yeah.
Yeah. How was it?
That was bad. It was real bad. It was very, very.
Well, my
laggy.
guess is you didn't plug it in Ethernet, so you got to do that.
No, yeah, it was straight up on Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
In the living room, I was sitting on the couch. I got one of the Xbox controllers and just synced it to the Fire Stick, and I was like, let's try. I mean, it's like you hit jump, and it's like pop. Yeah, it's like that much of a delay. It's crazy.
Stadia was ahead of its time, and I think Stadia has been bought up. I imagine the technology would be or has already been bought up at this point. But
what do you mean for Stadia?
For Stadia, that infrastructure,
I doubt it.
that online infrastructure.
I'm sure Google's just sitting on it. They're probably doing something else with it.
That online infrastructure, the way it works, it's really good. Like I did actually have one Stadia game. I purchased Borderlands 2 or 3. Borderlands 3 on Stadia. They gave me my refund, so nice. I don't have it anymore, but I did have it when it was available, and I was actually really impressed with even the Wi-Fi experience of it. It was granted the TV and the dongle was directly next to the router, but besides that, it was actually a really great experience. The input latency was very manageable. Second fun fact, if I forgot, speaking of you streaming on Twitch, I streamed Twitch this week, or last week it was. We're in the middle of this.
Yeah.
We did Jeeb Night. That was fun.
Yes, old school Jeeb Night.
My first stream on Twitch.
I was there for a little bit. 3
years ago. No. Like I'm saying 3 years ago when I had my first Twitch stream, it was Google Stadia playing Borderlands 3.
Oh, wow.
On my old PC. My old PC couldn't game. I didn't have a capture card. I didn't have anything back then. So besides the PC. So how can I play a game but without tanking performance?
How long ago was that?
3 years ago. I'm sorry. Well, it'll be 3 years in November. So 3+ years. I'm sorry. It'll be 4 years in November. So 3+ years.
Holy crap. That's nuts, man.
Waddle's the only one. In that stream, it was me and Waddles.
Yeah, I don't even know. Yeah, I was gonna say I don't even remember being there. I don't even know what happened.
No, you probably didn't show up for a little while. No, a lot of people did. I mean, my first week of streaming, I probably was just me, Waddles, and Joe for a lot of it. Maybe my sister came in. Wallball was coming in. He was an OG on the Twitch. But yeah, not too many people with the OGs. Just a select few.
I gotta admit, I had a good time.
That's how we know we're going long, Drip.
Yep. I had a good time streaming on Twitch the other night, honestly. I had a really good time.
Yeah.
Prince of Persia.
Description down below, guys.
Yeah, Prince of Persia is actually... Holy shit. It's hard. Yeah. It's hard. Yeah. Samantha I was
with you. Dude, I was with you.
She was not playing. She was like, yeah, you're going to die a million times. I was like, no, I'm not. Oh, I did.
You couldn't see me. I was like going like this for a lot. I'm like, oh, like on the edge of my seat, like, oh... Like, oh, that final boss. Oh my god,
dude, that boss was so hard.
Oh my god.
And so I felt like sometimes I was hitting the button and it just wasn't giving me the slide. You know what I mean? How I was sliding under him and trying to get behind him and hit him, and then he starts whipping his tail and you got to slide back. And like, dude, I hit the damn button.
Yep.
And then I was fighting that boar. Same thing. He'd mule kick the shit out of me. I was like, dude, I blocked that. I don't know. That game is really fun. I mean, this is definitely going to get, it's going to get really intense. I'm going to stream it again tomorrow. I'm going to try to get to another boss. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get to the second boss in one stream, though. That took me 3 hours, and I feel like I was progressing pretty efficiently. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you were chugging along there until it was boss time.
Yeah, the boss got me. How many times did I fight that boss? Like 10?
I don't
15?
know, dude. Probably, yeah, that sounds about right. 10, 15.
I was getting fired up. I'm telling you, I told you after, I was like, I text Jeeve and I told him I was literally about 2 tries away from hanging it up.
I don't blame you.
Hanging it up.
Don't
I was
blame
getting
you.
pissed. It's hard, man. It's really hard.
I thought you were gonna give up 2 tries prior. Honestly, like, the way your face was like, oh man, I can tell it's time. I was actually gonna text you like, you might want to go. Like,
no.
but
Oh my God.
But I also saw that
If you would've
determination
texted me
on your
that-
face.
If you would have texted me that, I would have. Oh my God, the rage would have just gone over the moon, and I would have been like, phone down. No, I'm not going anywhere until this is beat.
I'm that fragile. I would have just been like, you're right.
No, I'd have got no. That would have probably sent me into a.
Maybe I
rage
should have
fit.
earlier just to get you, to put that fire under your belly.
No, don't do that. I don't need that.
Guys,
already enough.
if you haven't done so already, please like the stream. We appreciate you guys
Ooh, we're at
hanging
17.
out. Thank you for 17 likes, guys. You guys are awesome. This podcast will be uploaded to the audio platforms. It'll also be re-uploaded to YouTube. Members get first at dibs on it. My fireplace is frozen. That's how you know it's time to go. So we're going to sign it off for now, guys. You guys have been amazing tonight. Thanks for all the engagement.
Yes,
And
yes.
fun debates, of course. As always, I'm an idiot. That's how we end this off. And we're going to see you guys next Wednesday.
Goodbye.
See ya. Which button is it? Do I get it right the first time?
You got it.
Hey.